Good afternoon, everyone. So you're probably wondering what I'm doing here with this little dog house that I'm working on. Um, this dog house was actually a little manger that my dad had built for my mom's nativity scene quite a few years back, and so it wasn't being used. It was just kind of laying around the property here, and so uh, I decided to make a doghouse out of it. And so we had this little stray dog that's been hanging around our houses, and he's really friends with the neighbor dogs, and he began to come over here. Every now and then I would see him last spring, but then as summer came along, he began to spend more and more time here. So I was thinking, I wonder if he has a home, but he just likes to hang out here, but then kind of became obvious that he was a stray and that he just decided to make this his house. I mean, his place of residence. So he really enjoys the neighbor dogs, but he had really no place to stay or sleep or anything. And so all through the summer and into the fall, he would sleep out in the field and just curl up there and sleep. And so I began to get worried about him, because I thought, winter's coming on, it's going to be cold, he's going to need a place to sleep, and so I began to talk to my parents about it, and they said, well, why don't you use that to build him a little house with it. So you see me here, I'm just reinforcing the little house with 2x4s, and just reinforcing the structure, and putting 2x4s on the inside of it. And so I'm hoping that the little house comes out okay for him to sleep in. So I wanted the doghouse to sit off of the ground a bit because of the snow and the cold of the ground. So I found a wood pallet that was also laying around the property, and I took it, and but it had the gaps in it, so I didn't know what to do. And I remembered that we had a few 1x2s that were laying over the wood piles. So I grabbed those and placed them. I cut them and I placed them in the gaps of the wood pallet to make more of a flooring. And after I made the flooring with the wood pallet, I took cardboard and I stapled cardboard down on the wood pallet, so that would give kind of a more of an insulation to the flooring of the doghouse. Well, here's what I've done so far. Excuse the wind, I'll come down here. I put this OSB board up. I just had it got too dark on me last night, so I was only able to put cardboard up just to seal it off for the night. But today I went and put this board up in the front of the old manger. But anyway, yeah, so I got some blankets in here. It keeps And I got it all cardboard up in there with cardboard all over. And then I have some nice warm blankets in there for him. And now he's getting the point that he slept in it last night, so I keep feeding him inside so that he'll start knowing that this is his house. And I might have to put another little strip here or something of board, just because I think the door might be too wide. But or I could put a little strip right there for him. But yeah, so this is his makeshift house. It was done out of a little manger that my dad built for my mom's manger scene. But it kind of got old, so she said I could use it for a house. So that's what I did. I took it and I brought it down here only because he likes to be with these other dogs down here. But he's got no place to sleep. So he's been sleeping out there in the flat there, just on the ground. And last night he grabbed one of these blankets and he carried it out there and he was laying on it. And I finally got him convinced to come inside here by feeding him. And so he finally came inside, and then my dad called me and said he saw him come in before we went to bed. So he did sleep in here last night. So I think he's starting to get the point that this is his house, and I will feed him again this evening. I fed him this morning, and I'll feed him again, and he should do pretty good tonight because it's gonna get cold, and I don't want him just sleeping out there on the ground. The other night he was kind of curled up right here by this fence, against the fence, and so yeah, so hopefully he gets a nice winter house. It's a brisk morning, or I think it's noon. But I'm going to feed the adopted dog. Got my car running. It groaned. It didn't want to kick over, but it did. It's like 11 below. The wind chill is hitting about 26 below zero. Anyways, the orphan dog has been sleeping in the house I made for him, which is good. He's been in here. Orphan dog. See, I put an extra board there for him to make the door a little smaller, so it kind of holds in a little heat. He had another dog sleeping in here with him the other night. So let me try to round him up, and so I rounded him up, and I got his food here. Go ahead and eat, Moose. He doesn't have an official name yet. I've called him Fido, and some days I call him Blackie, and today I've been calling him Moose. So if you guys have an idea for a name for him, let me know, and we shall name him that. Because he don't really have a name, I just kind of whatever name pops into my head, I feed him. I fed him a lot last night before I went to bed, and I think the neighbors might kind of feed him too. I'm not sure, but he doesn't look starving, so he's got a good coat on him. He's got a collar, but I don't know. He's kind of strange because watch. See, he's really gets scared. Like if you reach towards him, he gets really scared and like he's been hit or something, or somebody was mean to him, because as soon as you put your hand toward him, he jumps away like you're gonna hit him. So we got a little bit of snow. We got some snow, and it was blowing really hard last night when I came back from Great Falls. And but then the wind quit early this morning sometime. Then after that it starts snowing, so we dodged a blizzard. Puppy! Puppy! Oh, yes, my dog is. It's dark out, so it's only like 6 o'clock, but it gets dark here, so you can't see him too good because he's black. But here he is. Hey, puppies! Are you hungry? Oh, my cute little puppy. He keeps dragging his blanket out and then going in the house with no blanket. There you go. I got the Suburban going because I'm babysitting my grandkids, my son and daughter-in-law's dogs, so I'm heading over to feed them. But here's the little gingerbread house at night. I don't got the upstairs lit up yet, but that's what it looks like. And here's the little dog that I guess I adopted him because I don't think nobody owns him. He's just kind of alone by himself. So I made him a house and feeding him, and he should do good through the winter. He's a tough little dog. Hey, puppy. Okay, signing off. Thanks for watching.